It's, of course, going to be on Erangel. Solid plane path at the very beginning to start everything all off in. Oath going to mill to power. SSG flying down south as well. No real congestion at the moment. Plane path is slightly southern, so that's something that the teams are going to be cognizant of. If anyone wants to go all the way up north, like TSM, might have a little bit of a difficult time trying to get to Georgia Pool. Where are TSM? Are they not in this group? Was I looking at the wrong graphic? No, they're there. They're there. Okay, so they're just now dropping out of the plane. And they are going to be making their way over towards Georgia Pool, but it's going to be grabbing vehicles on the way up. And no one's going to be contesting them. The only real spot that I'm seeing teams on top of each other is actually going to be down into the southwest, where we have Gravity as well as Black Sheep Office, BSO, are now running in to Liberate. And a couple of shots do come out. Heavy damage onto Punich. No other option but to continue to drive away down to 1 HP. Liberator continuing on the trace, but Shinboy is turning around, trying to turn it back in. Back they do, because Honey Badger gets a drop onto McLovin. Jason with another crossfire coming on out. But Jason's going to get dropped as well, so this is going from looking pretty good to a really bad situation for Liberate. In fact, it's all down to Ice Tech. Honey Badger is posting on up, protecting his teammates. Dignitas stay 4 up while Liberate goes down to 1. Phase 2 is closing in a matter of seconds, and ooh, I say that. Punich and Shimboy together, they not only get a knock, they get a full-on kill onto a member of TTG. So that's going to be really good for, well, it could have been good if the shift went away from that mountain, but Dignitas do not need to move. They have zero obligation. There is that building to the north of Gatka, a little bit of compound there that they could find themselves desiring. Yeah, here's the fight. Waiting to see if it pops off. We do see TTG take another casualty against them from Dignitas. But how are United going to be pushing on through? They have this hill to try and avoid the angles, but it only lasts so long. It's going to be Los HG that goes down. Fortunately, there is a trade in the kill feed as Veritas also run over one of their own members. And so, with the revive, that's 2 members of Veritas out. That could give an opportunity for E United to try and stabilize themselves. But Cherry, in fact, tried to send it in. He's going to go down to lows. Punich steals it away. So Dignitas trying to stay active, trying to stay relevant in as many fights as they can, using that high ground to their advantage. But how is Valiant going to try and turn this back into their favor? Punich continues to make that difficult. In the meantime, Ice Tech is here, waiting to clean up some scraps. The blue is gonna be making the fight more difficult for both of these squads, and he could easily pick himself up 2, maybe even 3 kills. First one comes up, Valiate screaming that there is a random snake here. But now Ice Tech takes some damage from Los. And that's gonna be it for Liberate, the first team out, but they are not going to be the last. As E United, they are wounded, they are limping, and the circle continues to favor the West, at least a little bit. And it's going to be Dodge that are rotating directly into Gravity. Vegas does go down. Finna is there for the trade. He's able to get the spray, and it's all of Gravity taken out by Dodge. They should be able to get the revive onto Vegas. Stay 4 up, but the blue is closing in. Time is not working in their favor. Neither are TSM, as Luke is able to just barely find an angle. Lampalot, however, is able to get inside safety, or at least what is safety for now. Gonna have to gather up those vehicles, though, and continue on the path directly into Oath's position. Dignitas using smokes on the edge. They still have all 4 members up, but the rotation, the retreat down from the mountain has not been the most favorable for them. Of course, it's definitely, I'd much rather be in Dignitas' position than I would in TTG, as they have a solo player pushing in onto the entirety of Veritas. Kill feed explodes with a fight between 3 different teams. And Cap are still not out of the woods yet because they are approaching 300's compound, but they can get spotted by a bunch of other teams here on the south. Attic goes down. It's all into Sigsy and Menox left to try and make their way inside this building, but the fortifications of 300, as is their namesake, continue to keep the attackers out. Revive is coming through under the cover of smoke. And Veritas are also here trying to finish off E United, the fight that they had started a phase or two ago. It's all going to be on low stage D, but he is not a threat that you want to take lightly. Waldo is not going to get revived. Unfortunately, he does bleed out. And the shots from Loeb end E United's run entirely. 12 teams remain. Quite a few healthy, but quite a few are already limping. What can Oath do to keep Dodge from making their way inside the circle? Not to mention this breach by NoCap. It's getting shut down by 300. It's all on to Adit. 2 down for 300. Make that. Oh, it's now down to a 1v1. Spray comes through. Adit's trying to finish it off, and he's able to survive and get the revive onto Sigsy. And while that fight was happening, Dodge are also taken out by Oath. They're going to be sending it all in. At least what remains. That's 1 down. That's 2 down. It's just Justice and Dylan left sending it all in. Justice gets up to the door of TSM's rock. But they're not going to let them get any further as Alo is able to wipe all of them. A little bit of help from Purdy and Luke. William rolls up, gives some assistance, loses his tires. As a trade for the rotation. As trained to go out in the kill feed. 8 teams remaining. We've lost half the lobby. And also Kappa rotating in. Richie's going to be punishing Pentazone shooting. And it does go down to Alo. It's just going to be Sigsy remaining. Angle found by Luke, and that is going to be it for NoCap. The CSM continue to rack up more kills for themselves. Penta has gone down. But what is Lobes going to do? Tactical 8 seem to be unaware of his position. Or at least electing to ignore him. Lobes can find an angle. Steezy Bees with a nade in his hand is going to go down. Molly's himself and is going to be taken out. So that's another kill for Veritas. And now suddenly the alarms are ringing. Richie B caught vaulting. And that is now going to be Tactical 8 down to 2. Lobes is trying to go for more. He does get checked in the end, but this gives TSM the opportunity to get rid of Tactical 8 once and for all. Purdy now healing up. Penta still needs to be revived. They haven't yet found the opportunity to do that safely just yet. They see the smokes come out from Tactical 8. And of course, Oath do as well. Purdy does get knocked by William, immediately traded. And full confirmed, that's gonna be Alo. Lighting up the kill feed, continuing to rack up those numbers. Penta did get finished, unfortunately, but Purdy, there should be enough time to get the revive onto him. And then Luke is also not ignoring the rest of the circle. Trying to give cover for his teammates, but oh, even with the revive, the blue knocked Purdy immediately after he got back on his feet. And that could be the opening that they're looking for. Or at least the opening that is the best option that they have. Because they're sending it in between Oath and SSG, but where can they even go? The spray comes in, and that's TSM that does go down in 5th place. Kickstart is not done with it. Immediately sights set onto SSG. Roth gets confirmed by Bale, but the 3 remaining from the space station boys are not done with this round yet. Nades come on in. It's a red zone of their own making. But 2 knocks from a grenade from Kickstart. Sends that one their way before he himself goes down. And now it's just Sharp Shot remaining for the revive to stay as a duo. Random vehicle making its way, a tour through the center of the circle. Snakers is here to finish what Kickstart started. Sharp Shot's making it difficult, drops him down to 2 HP, but it's going to be Balefrost with the rest of the damage necessary. And so SSG, they waited, and they waited, and they waited for Oath to deal with them, but now it's Dignitas' turn to get back into the spotlight. 15 kills, and possibility to pick themselves up a lot more. Do they know where Kickstart is, though? They could be walking into a crossfire, and Kickstart has the Groza. He lets it rip, able to find one, but finds a lot of damage in return, finds two. Snakers goes down. It's just Balefrost left with the spray, but can't find the knocks necessary, and it is going to be Dignitas in the driver's seat. They know that it is only one member of what remaining. The only question is, where is Envy? We both came in from the western side. You have to imagine. Okay, yeah, now it's fully confirmed that they know where he is. Shimboy is not going to get revived, but Sparking is. That's going to be Envy on a 1 versus 3 clutch. Let's say opportunity. And that opportunity is taken away from him real quick. So, first game of the day, it's going to be a 19-kill win for Dignitas, coming in hot from their first game of this weekend.
Respect my mind, no die from last y'all. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn.